Hey everybody, JCB here at The Awesomeness, and you're watching The Awesomeness YouTube channel. Today I'm kicking off a brand new series on this channel that will not be forgotten about or abandoned immediately. I'm calling it DOS Game Reviews. Get it? Like DOS, like the Spanish word for two, and DOS, like the disk operating system. Anyway, I plan on keeping the videos fairly short and simple and to the point, and I'll always try to at least have one of the two games be something that's super relevant to everybody, because if any of my old videos have taught me anything, is that you people do not care about old technology. Now, for those of you who are completely lost, this is DOS. It's a command line based operating system that used to be the standard before Windows was a thing. In fact, Windows used to run on top of DOS. There were a lot of great retro games released on DOS, most of which I have played as a kid. Nowadays, DOS games are way harder to get running due to all the advancements that have taken place since I was a little kid, and in the super rare instance you can get a DOS game to run at all, it usually runs way too fast to ever hope to even try to play it. That's where DOSBox comes in. This is a free DOS emulator that allows modern hardware to play DOS games. Anyway, let's jump right into our very first game. It's a huge, massively well-known game that you'll never ever guess the name of unless you happen to read the title of this video. It's Oregon Trail! Oregon Trail is the Russian roulette of resource management games. And I say that partly because it's so goddamn random that your wagon can spontaneously burst into flames, killing everybody, but also because every time I play it, I feel like I've just been shot in the fucking head. The Oregon Trail is part of our culture now as Americans. There's an entire generation of adults who grew up with this game and overdose in nostalgia every time they see this title screen. There's even a handheld version now, which seems really weird to me since it takes less processing power than a fucking calculator to play the Oregon Trail. You'd think you could probably play it on a blank sheet of paper. Speaking of playing it on paper, there's also a card game version of the Oregon Trail, which I own for some reason, and my wife absolutely loves. Somehow, the card game is even more punishing than the original game, which is crazy to think that that's even possible. So while these new iterations definitely exist, I think it's safe to say that most people, at least people my age, associate this game with the magical place called the Computer Lab. You see, while you Chromebook babies carry your personal devices around from class to class, there was a time where if you wanted to use a computer, you had to go to a designated room, like some kind of primitive cave person. And we're not talking about amazingly sexy PCs we have today. No, my school's computer lab was full of old Macintosh desktop computers. Anyway, every Friday, we'd be herded into the computer lab like a group of brain-dead cattle so you learn how to type and do math problems. But most of us logged out of that crap and played some sweet, sweet Oregon Trail. Looking back now, I realize this game was at least as equally educational as the rest of the crap we were supposed to be doing, but at the time, it felt like we were getting away with something. I'm sure the teachers thought we were all a bunch of idiots playing the Oregon Trail like it was some kind of actual game. I mean, there's more on-screen text in this game than a goddamn novel. So I've never been any good at the Oregon Trail. I've certainly never won, and I definitely never got one of the top scores. I mean, did you even know there were points in this game? Me neither. Points are pretty useless if you die from dysentery. So I never beat the game. One, because it's so goddamn random, your wagon will spontaneously burst into flames, killing everybody. Two, I was a little diaper baby in 2nd grade the last time I ever played this, so let's see if I do any better as an adult. Alright, let's start the game. Son of a bitch! Alright, for real this time. I'm down here, guys. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so, let's travel the trail. I want to be a banker from Boston, carpenter from Ohio, farmer from Illinois. Find out the differences. I think for banker, you have more money. Yeah, so banker's easy mode. Let's go with a Walking Dead theme. We'll call him Rick, Daryl. Not sure if you spell it like that. Oh, Carol, and Coral, and you can't see this because my head's in the way. Let's do Maggie. Yeah, those are correct. When do we want to start? We're going to start in Independence, Missouri. Hey, Missouri. Been to Missouri. Branson, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. It's fun times. It's March now, so let's go with March. Before leaving, we should buy equipment. Okay. You can buy whatever you need from the general store. Let's start with oxen. And how many yolks do I want? 2 oxen per yoke. I think I do 9. Keypad doesn't work. Food. Let's do food. Let's do like 2,000 pounds of food. Because if I remember right, you go through food pretty quick in this game. Clothing. I'll need 2 sets of clothes per person. I got 5 people, so let's do 10 sets of clothes. Ammunition. I got 5 people. Let's do 10 boxes of ammunition. spare parts. I think you can do 3 per thing. What do I care, right? I'm rich, bitch. $970 out of my $1,600. All right, keep going. We'll end up starving to death. So let's get this going. First river coming up. Here we go. Daryl's broken an arm. How? How, Daryl? How'd you break an arm? You're in a freaking wagon. Boy, this is not going well. You're now at Kansas River Crossing. Would you like to look around? Sure. Enough of that noise. Weather, cold, health, good, pace, steady, rations, meager. Continue on the trail. Must cross the river. I feel like that's too deep for oxen. I think they'll drown. $1 in 2 days. Worth it. Better than dying. Watch alligators tip my little ferry over and eat all my people. Nice. Okay. So far, other than a broken arm, we're doing pretty good. Here comes another river. They really test you with the rivers early on, don't they? Yeah, let's take a look around. Looks like they were able to ford the river, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Weather, good. Health, good. Pace, steady. Rations, meager. Let's continue. 4.4 deep in the middle. Still seems pretty deep. Camp near the river for a day. 4.1 feet. Let's see if they improve any more. 3.7 feet. Let's attempt to ford the river. Okay, we're going. Up. The river is too deep to ford. You lose 12 bullets, 1 wagon wheel, 2 wagon tongues, and 5 oxen. Okay, first of all, who was shooting at the river trying not to drown? Jesus. Maggie's broken a leg. You sure it wasn't shot in the River War of 1848? Jesus Christ. Alright. Broke my wagon axle. Would you like to repair it? Yes, please. You're unable to repair the wagon. You must replace it with a spare part. Great. So now I've got like no spare parts for my axles. Coral has typhoid. Oh no. Yeah, let's take a look around. Let's buy supplies since I obviously need wagon parts now. Continue on the trail. Chimney Rock. This is probably the longest stretch of the entire game, that 250 miles. We're going to see how it... Maggie's died. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get to the freaking Chimney Rock. Yay. Yeah, let's look around. Let's just go then. 86 miles. That's nothing, especially at a grueling pace. That's nothing. Fort Laramie, I'd like to look around. Sure. Food. It's still cheap, so let's do 200 pounds of food. And now let's leave the store. And let's continue on the way. 190 miles. One of the oxen's injured. Great. Just great. Alright, Independence Rock. Look around. Alright. Let's continue on to the trail. A thief comes in the night and steals 54 pounds of food. How? How does a thief steal 54 pounds of food? I'd like to take a look around. Sure. Let's continue on the trail. Green River Crossing or Fort Bridger. Let's look at the map, shall we? Green River Crossing looks like the right one, because we don't want to go down and out of our way. Carol has broken an arm. How are these people breaking their arms? One of the oxen has died. Great. Oh, this is a trip from hell. Green River, yeah, let's take a look around. Ooh, that looks bad. That is too deep to try to ford. Oh, it's ferry. Haha, $5? $5. Let's do it. Best $5 I ever spent. Unless, of course, there's like a whirlpool or something. But I think the ferry is always safe. Yeah, it's just not always available. Moving on. Soda Springs, 143 miles. Is nothing at a grueling pace. It's raining. Our health is fair. It's very rainy. Let's take a look around. Let's look around. That's enough of that noise. Okay, we have 12 oxen, which means I could buy like 7 more. We have 10 sets of clothing, that's fine. Plenty of bullets. Wagon wheels and stuff are good. Pounds of food we're okay with. Let's buy like 6 oxen, and let's leave the store and continue on the trail. Snake River Crossing's coming up. Daryl has typhoid. If Daryl dies, we riot, remember. And we are now at the Snake River. Yeah, let's look around. His arm looks weird.
Let's hire the Native American guy to help us. 2 sets of clothing. Heck yeah, I got 10. And I think someone died, so we're okay. Now this is where we get tipped over and lose all our stuff, right? Because there's just some guy helping us and not a fairy. We're good. I remember the rivers being a lot more tenuous when I was younger. Maybe it's because I always tried to ford them. Or float them. Snake River crossing. 113 miles to Fort Valleys or whatever it said. Okay. We've got 1,300 pounds of food still. And we're at another fort. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty good. I think we'll just keep going and I'll hunt. Thief comes during the night and steals 12 oxen. How do you steal 12 oxen? You let 12 oxen go. That's fine. Freaking steal 12 oxen. God damn it. Alright, let's try to hunt for food. Oh, point the rifle. Okay. Nice. Okay. Where you at? Oh, I want a big bear. I want like a bear. I want like... Oh, yeah! Alright. Cool. Got 136 pounds of meat. However, you were only able to carry 100 pounds back. Wasted my bullets. Continue on the trail. I got 1,300 pounds now of food. So now, all my money, if I stop at any more towns, can be spent on replacing my oxen. Daryl has the measles. Typhoid and the measles. He is not long for this world, guys. Whew, health is poor. We need to camp. Yeah, let's take a look around at the Blue Mountains. Sure are blue. Fort Walla Walla, or head to the Dales. Dallies? 3. Let's go to Walla Walla and buy some more oxen, just in case. Because, you know, we had 12 stolen. Okay, let's take a look around. Let's buy some supplies. Let's buy some oxen. $50 per oxen. Ooh, leave the store. Continue on the trail. 120 miles to our next location. Oh my god, we're almost to freaking Oregon. I might actually win the game. Lose 2 days. Yeah, let's take a look at it. I just spent all my money. I didn't know there was a toll road that takes you around the river. Let's try it. $9. Heck yeah, I got $9. Go for it. Yes. Alright. That must be Oregon then. How much terrible stuff can happen between now and then. But our health is only fair. So let's rest again. We'll give 9 days of rest. Just rest. Get your health up to good. Because, you know, I want healthy people in Oregon. I want all the points. Since that's apparently a thing. Let's do it. Yay! Congratulations. You have made it to Oregon. Let's see how many points you've received. I'm just happy I made it to Oregon. First time in my life. 4 people in good health. 1 wagon. 8 oxen. 9 spare wagon parts. 8 sets of clothing. 246 bullets. Only gave me 4 points for that. 864 pounds of food gave me 34 points. And $7.50 cash gave me 1 point for 2,155 points. Does that put me anywhere near the top? Type your name as you would like to see it on the Oregon top 10 list. Oh, cool. Nice.
Holy crap, I've never won a game of Oregon Trail before. That was amazing. I've also never gone through an entire game where my wagon didn't spontaneously catch on fire, killing everybody. So holy crap. Apparently, the key to winning the Oregon Trail is just spend as much money as possible. Anyway, Oregon Trail is a super popular game. So for my second game in this episode, I wanted to focus on something that was a little less known. In fact, this is a game that I've never played before, and I think most of you out there probably haven't either. Can we get the title screen, please? Oregon Trail Deluxe Edition. That's right, this is an Oregon Trail double feature. I had no idea this game even existed until today. And I'm not going to go into it too deep because it's basically the exact same game, but with mouse support and slightly better graphics, which makes the whole thing feel a little more streamlined. For instance, talking and resting are done with the click of a button, as is trading and changing pace or rations. You have more types of roles you can play, with the baker still being OP as hell. The graphics are a little nicer, though they're also a lot smaller. Like, what's the deal with this map? It's so small and yet tries to pack in so much freaking detail, it's hard to make anything out. But the biggest improvement has to be the hunting. Yes, No more arrow key hunting. Now you just use your mouse cursor as God intended. Most of the text from the game is exactly the same, with the same path options, etc. And all the music that you know and love is there, only now in glorious ad-lib synthesizer MIDI-like quality. I won't bore you with a complete playthrough, but obviously I beat the game. You can accomplish anything if you're rich enough, just like in real life. See, told you this game was educational. That about does it for this first episode of DOS Game Reviews. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, if you want me to make more of these episodes, make sure you let me know down below. These are the kind of shows that I like to do to keep the channel varied, and also so I have content to put out in between Six Flags videos. Life's been really crazy right now with work and stuff, so when I do have time to make a video, I'm always thinking like, oh, I gotta make like a really big video because I haven't done one in forever, but I don't always have time or money to go to like a theme park and do something huge, so I need these kind of shows to be able to do stuff in between and keep the channel going. So if you like it, please let me know and I'll make the next episode. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos every now and then. I'm trying to get back to a weekly schedule. It's my main goal for 2019. Anyway, until next time, keep being awesome.
The first ride I went on was the park's newest roller coaster, Hang Time. And basically we walked right on. I'm sure at certain times of year, this line is packed with people, but on this day, it was dead. Hang Time's pretty cool. It feels really floaty, a little slow at times even, but it's got a lot of cool